is Lily. I am your host today. So excited to be here with you. We have so much fun things planned for you. But first, I have to tell you, I'm not alone. I am with my friend Haley here in the studio. Haley, how are you today?
I'm great.
So good. Okay, Haley, since our friends don't know too much about you, maybe they do, maybe they don't, maybe they know all about you. Maybe your mom is watching today, Haley. I'm sure she knows a lot about you. But for our friends who don't know about you, Haley, tell us 3 fun facts about yourself.
3 fun facts. Okay. I have a sister. She's my best friend. I teach and I play the piano.
Haley, is that because you teach? Is that why you have a whiteboard with you today?
It actually is.
Because teachers, I feel like they just have whiteboards.
I do. I bring it around everywhere.
That's amazing. I love it. Well, I can't wait to see what you have planned with that whiteboard today. And friends, I have a lot of fun things planned for you. We are going to get started with a very fun game of Pictionary. Pictionary is where you draw something and those around you have to guess what you're drawing, okay? So here's what needs to happen. Pick a drawer. Then everyone else who's with you, hopefully you're not alone, sits with you and plays the game. You might want to do multiple rounds so all of you can be the drawer. That's great. You can always press pause in Unlock Kids and play a whole game of Pictionary. But what needs to happen is the person who is the drawer needs to face me. Make sure you can see me because I'm gonna show you quietly, I'm not gonna say it so everyone can hear me, I'm gonna show you what you're drawing, and everyone else who's guessing needs to face away from the screen. So if you're watching on a TV, everyone who's guessing what you're drawing needs to face away from the screen so they can't see it, and you need to face towards me, towards the screen. Okay, got it? Okay, sounds good. So get situated, get some paper. Remember, you can press pause if you need to. This is gonna be so much fun. Okay, hopefully by now you are ready. So here is your very first picture you're gonna be drawing. I'm going to tap my super special iPad here that's gonna show you what we're drawing. And then here in studio, Haley is going to be drawing with us. Okay, we'll give you about 10 to 15 seconds to draw each one. Are you ready? Okay, sounds good. Here is your very first one. All right, Miss Haley, we are all drawing in the studio here. She is going to start off by drawing with you all. Remember, if you are guessing from your friends, don't peek at the screen, okay? Use integrity, that good old character I know you have. Play the game how it's supposed to be played. And hopefully by now you have guessed that it is a flower, a beautiful flower. Haley, how'd you do?
It's a flower.
I love it, so good. Okay guys, here is your very next one. All right, there it is. Hopefully you can draw this. Maybe you switched a drawer in between rounds. Haley is going to be drawing with us as well. And this is so exciting. What a fun game of Pictionary so far. Maybe you're racking up points. I can't wait to see how you do. And time, Haley, how do we do? That is so beautiful. If you guessed a sun, you were correct. That sun is so big and so bright. So good. Okay, here is the next one. Maybe you're gonna switch drawers around. This is the last one, okay guys? So 3, 2, 1, there it is. And Haley's gonna be drawing with us as well. So much fun. What a fun game of Pictionary. Let's see how she does. This one is a little bit more challenging. Hopefully you at home can draw this really well because I know a lot of you probably play with these. We got about 7 seconds left. And time. Haley, how did we do? A Lego.
What do you think?
If you guessed a Lego from your friend that was drawing, good job. What a fun game of Pictionary. My goodness, I love playing games with you guys. Haley, have you ever played real Pictionary, like with a group of people?
I have.
Isn't it so much fun?
It's
Yes.
so fun.
So much fun. I'm so glad you guys played with us today. Again, we have a lot of fun things planned, and I am ready to get on to the next thing. Haley, guess what we're doing next?
What? What are we doing?
We are going to worship. Haley, when I say worship, what comes to mind?
It means giving thanks to God, pouring all of our love and affection on Jesus.
Haley, what is one thing we should be thankful for to God?
Well, we should be thankful for him for our every breath.
Every breath?
For our every breath.
Like this one? And this one? Everyone, okay, take a breath with me. 1, 2, 3. that breath we should be thankful for, and every breath afterwards we should be thankful for, because guess what, guys? It comes from Him. So we are gonna start worship. Remember to thank Him as we do. Today we're singing Real Love, that talks about how Jesus' love is the most real love that it gets. And with Valentine's Day being today, we want to remind you that the best love there is comes from God and God alone. So make sure that you remember that and thank Him for it as we worship together in 3, 2, 1.
Staring into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. Reaching beyond the skies, running deep, stretching wide. Perfect love realized here with you. Come on now. Now the surface for real, you will never let go, never let go. Oh, and it's more than just words, love beyond my control, out of control. Hands up! This is real love, this is real love. Say this is real love, this is real love. Oh. Come on, say it. You're pulling me closer and closer, holding my heart to the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. This is real love, this is real love. In your heart, I am found. I want you, I want you. You won't let me down. You got me, you got me. No time is for real, you will never let go, never let go. Oh, and it's more than just words, love beyond my control, out of control. You're pulling me closer and closer, holding my heart to the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. This is real love, this is real love. Oh. Come on, y'all. You're pulling me closer and closer, holding my heart to the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. So this is real love, this is real love. Oh. Staring into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. 1, 2, 3, jump! This is real love, this is real love. This is real love, this is real love. Oh. One more time, we say. You're pulling me closer and closer, holding my heart to the very end. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. This is real love, this is real love, this is real love.
What an awesome song about how big God is. Look at this little baby. I honestly, God is so big, and I realized that once I had this little munchkin. Just look at her, like God created her eyes and her fingers and her toes and her fingernails, and it's amazing. God created you and me and everyone in this world, and it's just amazing to me how big He is and how He can create a little human like this. It just amazes me every single day, and I'm just so blessed. So let's hear what Lily has in the studio.
Michaela, you are awesome.
She's so cool.
So cool and so right about how big God is, and what a cool perspective being a brand new mom.
Yeah.
Haley, we're not moms.
No,
We have
we're
no
not.
idea what she was really experiencing.
No,
Someday
we
we
don't.
will. But what a cool thing to see how God is so big in so many different ways. And that's what we're gonna be talking about today. So stick with us, it's gonna be good. As you can see here, we have some cool items.
We do.
What do we have?
What are they?
Okay, well, I've got a jar. What do you got?
It looks like I have 2 eggs.
2 eggs, and we've got some vinegar. It is time for In the Lab with Lily, science experiment time. This is gonna be a good one today, guys, so make sure you do this at home, okay? Haley, we need some like lab coats and glasses.
We do.
We need to get those for next time.
Protect us from the chemicals.
To protect us from the chemicals. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing here with this episode of In the Lab with Lily is making eggs bounce like balls.
What?
I'm not kidding. Now, I've never done this, and I'm technically not a scientist. I'm here to teach you about Jesus, but we like to have fun here. We like to try new things, so bear with us. If it doesn't work, hey, we can try again, okay? But what we need to do is soak the eggs in a jar in some vinegar for, guess how many hours?
For 2 hours.
Not 2 hours. How about you add 22 hours to that?
For 24 hours?
24 hours. We are gonna let these eggs soak, and then we will finish it up together. So we're gonna start it here in studio, then I'm gonna finish it up with you 24 hours from now, okay? So here's how it's gonna work. Haley and I are gonna set up the experiment. You can do the same at home. Set a timer for 24 hours or remember the time that you did it today and make sure you do it again tomorrow at the same exact time.
Right.
So right now, it's 12:30. So tomorrow at 12:30, I will check my eggs and show you. Hopefully they'll bounce.
Hopefully.
That's the goal. What do you think? What's your prediction?
I don't know. I've never seen an egg bounce before. That was still raw.
I have only seen it in a video. But we'll see if it works, okay guys? So here is the first step. We are going to take our eggs, put them in a jar carefully. So I will do one and Miss Haley can do one here. These are raw eggs, guys, not hard boiled. So we just need to make sure we don't break them. Okay, mine's in. And Haley's is in. Okay, now we're gonna add the vinegar, okay? And I'm just gonna pour vinegar in to the top. Make sure that they are covered. Put the jar on. Set a timer for 24 hours. And we will be back to show you guys what comes of our bouncy eggs and how to make them bounce 24 hours from now. So,
There we go.
it's gonna do a cool fast forward. It'll be 24 hours. We'll be right back to finish the science experiment. And it is 24 hours later. What a time. I look different. You probably look different. Actually, you probably look the same because you're watching the video in real time. Okay, we gotta get right to it, you guys. Here is the vinegar mason jar with eggs 24 hours later. As you can see, the egg yolk has escaped. I should have put a better guardrail up. I don't know how this happened. I am just as shocked as you are, but this is what makes Unlock Kids science experiments so much fun, is that you really never know what's gonna happen, and honestly, I'm just so excited to see how this goes. So here's the first step. We are going to take our eggs out. We're gonna drain the vinegar, take the eggs out, and try to de-shell the eggs. That is supposed to be the first step. Shout out to Kaylee, who already knew that's how it was gonna be. Like vinegar de-shells eggs. Who knew that? I didn't. You guys are so smart, so much smarter than me. Truly, you are. Okay, gotta take a look at this right here. The vinegar has made this bubbly solution. It looks really thick. Oh, wow. I wish you guys can see how this feels, but you just have to do it at home to see how it feels. So I'm gonna drain the vinegar and try to keep my egg yolk that's trying to escape in here. This is about to, oh, the egg yolk, it's gone. It's gone. Now the question is, where's the egg white? Still in the egg? Or is it, okay. Okay, I'm gonna take this guy out. This is the weirdest an egg has ever felt, you guys. Okay, this one for sure isn't gonna work because it had cracked. I wish you guys could feel what this feels like. It is crazy and gooey. Ew, what even is that? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna let this one chill here because I really don't think that one's gonna work. I have so much hope in this one though. Oh my gosh, you guys should see how this feels. We're winning, guys. All right, I'm gonna deshell the egg. Okay, what can I compare this to? This feels like a bouncy ball that could explode at any moment. And I know I'm supposed to be like de-shelling the egg, but I don't really know how to do that. So I'm just gonna keep trying here, so bear with me. We'll put up some jam so that I can take my time. The shell is actually feeling like a chalky, like almost like a paste, which is so weird that the mixing of the vinegar with the outer egg shell creates this paste here, which is science. That is science, you guys, and can't tell you why because I'm not a scientist, but this is so cool. Okay, as you can see, the more I deshell, the clearer it gets, and if you can see it as clearly as I can, you can see the egg yolk inside still. This is the most wild thing I have ever seen. Like, ever. Look at this. I'm gonna try to get it nice and clean for you guys. I'm just using my vinegar to wash it off. Okay, this is so cool. This is just the coolest thing. Now I'm really nervous that when I try to bounce it, it's gonna explode. If that happens, I'm going full slow motion here at the end to show you guys because it will be hilarious. Okay, here's my egg. I mean, seriously, this is the most crazy thing. All right, who's ready to see it bounce? Who is ready? All right, vote at home. Do you think it's gonna bounce? If you think it's gonna bounce, scream. If you think it's not gonna bounce, scream and be like, Lily, you're crazy. Moment of truth, 3, 2, 1. It exploded. That is a cracked egg right there. There you have it. It bounced once, and then I tried it again with some more force. Didn't work. I have an exploded egg here on my desk. I probably won't cook it because I don't want a vinegar tasting egg, but the way that egg looked in the end and the way it felt is worth the experiment. Do it at home. It is your challenge this week. So send us a video of you doing it. Seriously, you guys don't want to miss this. That was the coolest I've ever felt an egg feel.
This is our world, but the world wasn't always here. It was made. Let's see how God is at work in the story of creation. In the beginning, there was only God, and God said, "Let there be light."
Solo menai.
And there was light. God separated the light from the darkness, making day and night. That was the first day.
Chite mehi.
On the second day, God made the water and the sky.
Utopike.
On the third day, God made dry land and plants to grow there.
Yun faun.
On the fourth day, God made the sun and the moon and all the stars.
Miss got made.
On the fifth day, God made all the creatures of the water
Tusare!
And all the birds of the sky. On the sixth day, God made all the different animals of the land.
Sotalo! Job Beulah!
And then God made humans. A man and a woman. On the seventh day, God rested from all the work of creating.
What an awesome video all about God's creation.
So cool.
So good. Haley, what's like your most favorite thing in God's creation in that video? Like, was it the animals? Was it the plants? Was it the humans? The sun? The rest?
Oh, well, all of it is great. I love the animals though. So cute.
They were so
little
cute.
furry animals.
I loved when the squirrel was like there and then God created the elephant and the squirrel was just like, ah!
Yeah.
Like got a little scared. That would be like our friend Rachel. That would get like
That's
really
true.
frightened by something.
Very
big.
true.
So good. I love God's creation story. God's creation story is the true story, the very, very true story, what actually happened and how the world was created. How you and me, how the animals, the planets, everything was created. God is so big and so powerful. To me, everything about God is like the mind blown emoji. Like, it's just like God is so big. He's so powerful. In the video, it showed that at his touch, things were created, or his breath, things were created. I don't know about you, Haley, but I can't create things with my breath, besides some bad breath. What about you?
No.
No.
That's mine too. I can't create anything.
Yeah, I know. And me either. Like, I can't just touch something and something comes to life. I can't just, swish and flick my wand, like that's not real.
Right.
So should but for God, oh guys, it's very real. It is so real. God can make things happen in a snap or a blink of an eye. He is so powerful. People pray for God to heal them and God heals them. People pray for God to help them and he helps them even today. He is so big and so powerful. Like I said, that mind blown emoji, right? Here's one thing that I was thinking about, Haley, about how big God is. and it reminded me of math class. And it is kind of
Okay.
perfect for today because Haley, you're a math teacher, right?
I am.
It reminded me of math class, first grade, Miss Murphy's math class when we learned all about pi.
Pie.
Pi,
The
like,
pie that you eat?
like guys, check this out. Pie, this is the pie that you eat. Apple pie, cherry pie, pumpkin pie. Delicious. I know, my mouth is watering too, but that's not the pie I'm talking about. It's this pie. Haley, the 3.14 pie, right? Haley, tell us about pi. As the math teacher that you are, tell us about pi.
Pie is all about circles.
Circles, like,
Yeah.
if we can go to the wine shop, please, like these kind of circles, like that.
Yeah, like a circle.
Well, the earth is a circle. It's round.
It is.
Okay, so like a circle. Okay, I'm tracking.
Okay. So it is taking the outside part of the circle
Okay.
and putting it over, so like a fraction, over the diameter of the circle. So
The diameter is the line.
right,
down
from
it.
one side of the circle all the way to the other.
Okay.
And it's
So
the
if we
same.
were to have a circle right here, one big circle with the diameter down the center. As you can see, there it is. That's what she's saying. So then what?
Well, it's the same for any circle that you have. It
Pi
can be
is the same.
this little, or it could be this big,
Wow.
and it still is 3.14. And
Well, how is
more
that?
numbers.
If the size of the circle changes so we can get a circle this tiny, we can get a circle this big, but pi doesn't change?
pi doesn't change.
How?
Well, you take a little circle, and the outside is going to be small,
Okay.
and then you compare it with the diameter,
Okay.
and that's going to give you 3.14,
Okay.
and more numbers. And then you take the big circle, and that outside is bigger
Okay.
compared to the bigger diameter, but it still gives you 3.14.
Wow. I don't know about you guys, but I am mind blown. Haley, let's do mind blown together. 1, 2, 3. Huge mind blown right there. So 3.14 is always the answer, is what you're telling me when it comes to pi.
It is always the answer.
Measuring circles.
Yes.
Okay. Is it just 3.14 or like I've seen it, remember in Miss Murphy's class where the number just like continued.
Yeah, it goes on forever. I think I know a few more numbers. It's 3.141529, and then it just goes on forever.
Wait. Forever?
Forever.
Like forever and eternity.
Yes.
Like
Yes, the
forever,
numbers-
like the kind of forever that Jesus tells us that we'll be in heaven with him forever, like eternal life forever?
Forever. You can never get to the end of pi.
So you're telling me if pi was a rope that went as far as the east is from the west, we would never make it to the end.
Never.
I would be searching forever.
You would be searching forever.
I would eventually get really hungry.
This is true.
Okay, guys, here's what I'm learning. Pi is forever. 3.14 lasts forever. Like the numbers just go on. And I know forever might seem like you can't really understand it. And that's the point of this, is that that's kind of how God is. At times, we can't really understand him. Haley, watching that creation video, what is a question you think to yourself about how God is so big? And like, do you ever feel like you just can't really understand him fully?
Yeah, I do sometimes.
Me too.
I mean, one question is that if he is in control of everything, is he still in control when bad things happen?
That's a great question. If God is in control of everything, like here I am, me with my iPad, I'm in control of everything. I can make the colors change. I can make things pop up and go away with a flick of my finger. That's kind of how God is with everything that's happening. He's in control. It's kind of like this big word, sovereign. It's a big word, but it means that he's in control. He knows what's gonna happen to you tonight, tomorrow, and when you're 50 years old. He knows when to make the sun shine and when to make the moon shine. He knows everything, and he's so good at what he does. But then Haley said, why do bad things happen if he's in control of everything? That's a big question, and sometimes big questions like that make us wonder about God. And it is okay to wonder about God. It's okay to ask him about who he is. And it's also okay to not really understand. Not being able to understand everything about God is okay. that's why he is God and we are definitely not. Like I told you, I can't make things appear out of thin air. Like right now, here's my hand. How much do I wish I had a Starbucks Frappuccino in my hand right now? I wish it so much that it will just come true. Didn't work. I don't know, because guess what, guys? I'm not God. I cannot make things appear out of thin air, but he sure can. Guys, he sure can. He can make a thunderstorm come or the sun shine. He can make you really joyful in a moment or make something happen that might not make you joyful and might make you really sad, because he created us and he knows what human emotions are. And it's okay to not understand everything about God. That's why he is God and we are not God. As much as sometimes we want to control things, we can't, because we are not God. And it reminds me of a verse in Isaiah chapter 40. We'll put it here on the screen. And this is God talking. And he is saying, "So who will you compare with me?" Trust me, God knows how big he is. He knows what we're talking about here. He knows that nothing can compare to him. Nothing in this world. Not even your strongest Avenger toy. Nothing can compare with him. And he knows it. He says, "So who will you compare with me? Who is equal to me? Look up toward the sky. Who created everything you see? The Lord causes the stars to come out at night, one by one. He calls out each of them by name. His power and strength are great, so none of the stars are missing." Let's talk about the stars for a second, Haley. The universe. It's huge, right?
So big.
It is so big. And what we can know about the universe is not a lot of things, because it's so big. I'm gonna show you some pictures of the universe here. I'm gonna show you how small Earth is compared, which is where we live, guys. Earth, the world, it's where we live. I'm gonna show you about the planet we live in, how small it is in comparison to the universe. And guess what? God created every last part of it. He knows where every single star is. He knows them by name. He knows it because he made it and he put them there. Now, if that doesn't show you how big God is, then I don't know what will, because these pictures, I mean, they're amazing. How small it makes me feel knowing this universe I live in. But what's cool about God is that, yes, we may seem small in those pictures. Where we live on Earth, what we worry about may seem small in comparison. But what is cool about God is that he knows each of us by name. He made each of us. Look at your fingerprint right now. That fingerprint is the only one like it. There's not another one like it. And he made you, he knows you. And even when we can't understand everything about God, we know that he loves us just the same. And that's where our hope is. So good. Haley, thanks for hanging with us today.
You're welcome. I had so much fun.
I had so much fun. I honestly, all I can think about is the eggs.
I know. I'm
Like,
so
I'm gonna
excited
be
to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna be counting down the second. So exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. But I can't wait because there's other things happening that I need to tell you about. So here is what I want you to do. If you have been watching Unlock Kids for a little while, you know we like challenges here. We want to give you guys a challenge. And the challenge today is to do the science experiment. Get some eggs in some vinegar, wait 24 hours, see if they bounce in the end. Send me a video or a picture of your challenge and we will put it in next week's service. And that leads me to showing you last week's challenge. You guys participated in your Valentine's crafts. I love them, they were so good. There's so much I wanna show you, so check these out and we'll be back. I have one more thing to tell you about that you can be involved in here at Unlock Kids, so check these out.
I'm back here again. Every Sunday, I'll be trying to get in the videos. But the challenge is to make a Valentine's gift. I made mine for the one and only Inspire Mendenhall. Okay. So, if you didn't know, my birthday was like 2 weeks ago. And I got a Polaroid, and I took this of me and him, and I made this for him. Then the mail is right there. Okay? You got the one meal symbol, Happy Valentine's Day, aka B-Day. You got the little slot with flowers and his favorite type of sucker.
Icon?
And some ears. Bye, guys. And yes, this again. And this one is over.
All right, so good. You guys are so talented. I can't wait to see what you make with these eggs, if it works for you. So send in your submissions by next weekend. I want to put it in this challenge video so that we can show you off a little, because you guys are really talented. Send it to the number below and make sure you say this is for Unlock Kids service so that Lily can put my challenge in the video, please. Okay, Haley, I've got one more thing to tell these kids about and I'm super excited about it, okay?
Okay, what is it?
It's a new segment I want to start called You Write, We Read.
Oh.
So what I want to do is you guys write to us. You can send us a text to that number that was below before. We'll put it here again. You can write a letter to us if you wanted. You can go to unlockchurch.com to find the address to send it to. But what I want to do is you write to me any questions you have, anything you want to tell us. You can tell me that one time you didn't make it to the bathroom and had an accident and it was kind of crazy, right? I mean, like, you can literally tell me anything. We're gonna print them out and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna read through them. We're gonna talk about them and then tell you about a time that we had that might be similar. Because Haley, I don't know about you, but there has been times where I've not made it to the bathroom.
It's been close. There have been some close calls.
It's been close. You don't have to tell us about that, but that's what I'm trying to say is you can literally tell us about anything, what you had for dinner last night, or big questions you have about God, or little questions like, what kind of shoes should I buy for school next year?
Yeah.
Whatever you want. You write, we read. We're going to do a new segment here at Unlock Kids where me and someone else, it might be Haley, it might be Joey, it might be Kristen, someone else will sit down, we'll read them together, and we'll have a good laugh together, and it'll be from you guys. So we just want to get you included in what we're doing here at Unlock Kids, and there's just a lot of fun to be had, right, Haley?
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Lot of fun.
Lots of laughs.
Lots of laughs. So hopefully we can do that. It'll be a blast. Thank you guys so much for hanging with us today. I had so much fun. Haley, did you have fun?
So much fun. I can't wait to see the eggs.
I know. I can't wait to see the eggs. Okay, starting my countdown timer. And after that, I mean, like, after I start my countdown timer, it's going to be over. So I hope you guys had fun today. And my countdown timer is starting in 3, 2, 1.